Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because this S6 is going to be probably the first and only S6 2021 that has been wrapped on YouTube, so stay tuned. Motivation.
That's right.
Welcome to Will Motivation. Holla.
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Will Motivation, and we got Flo.
Yup. You know, back again.
We're actually taking the S6 to my man Roger's house. Roger is actually a vehicle rapper here in Central Ohio. He's going to wrap the Audi, so the Audi S6 is getting ready to get a funky wrap on it. So we're going to drop it off. All right, so Flo is going to drive the Audi. We're dropping it off at Roger's house.
Yep. First time driving a S platform, actually.
Yeah, this thing is sick, bro.
Ooh, look at this interior.
Yeah, it's sick, bro.
Ooh.
Trust me.
Oh, you outdid yourself, Will. And carbon?
Carbon. It's carbon weave. Carbon weave.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got the dry carbon.
That bloody guts.
So, let me know if you got any questions on it, but you know, everything pretty standard.
Pretty straightforward. Seemed like the R8 with the gear shift and everything.
Yeah. So there you go. This is your R8 motivation. All right. So I'm gonna let you get situated in that. Then I'm gonna fire up the F12.
All right.
And we'll roll. There we go. Cold start. We got a little cold start. We got a little something on there.
Hey man, this thing is too loud. Yeah, already.
All right, so you can just follow me.
All right,
here we go. All right, so we just made it here to Roger's house. So Roger's getting ready to go through the process of what he's going to do with the S6. So I'm super excited about it. So I'm getting ready to show Roger the little things that I brought over, because not only is he going to wrap it, but he's going to help me get the Maxton side skirts, and we got a front lip as well. So so he was just getting ready to go over the process of what he's going to do as he prepares to wrap the car. So we can just continue.
Yeah, so I mean the first thing that obviously will happen probably tomorrow morning before the sun's up, when the car is cool, there's a full decontamination process. So the car will get snow foamed, pressure washed, iron treatment to remove any bonded contaminants. It will then be moved inside here. It will get dried with a combination of the master blaster, so it's an air-based drying system, push all the water out of the shuts and things. And then it will be finished off with heavy-duty microfiber drying towels. The next stage of the process is to then clay bar the entire car.
Oh wow!
Obviously, the quality of any wrap really comes down to the preparation.
Yeah.
Making sure that the surface is completely free of any imperfections. You know, and when I'm talking imperfections, you're talking about minute little dots that perhaps you can't see on the naked eye, but as soon as you lay vinyl over them,
see it.
It will just accentuate that it's there.
Yeah.
So that clay, I know this is a pretty new car, but a lot of the time even new cars come with sort of contamination from shipping them from Germany, sitting around at the dealers and stuff.
Yep.
We want to remove all that just to make sure you get the cleanest finish that you can.
Okay.
Once it's moved inside, it will get put onto the quick jacks. It will get raised up into the air. So these are quick jacks. I got these as soon as they launched. They're fantastic for sort of doing this type of work, whether you're wrapping, PPFing, or detailing. Get the car up, get the wheels off. That will then enable me to access all of the bolts and the hardware to begin to strip off the front bumper and the headlights. Once the bumpers are off, they'll go onto the bumper stand there, just so they're out of the way and safe, obviously to make sure that they're not damaged. And what we typically do when we're wrapping to obviously get a seamless finish like you see on the Beetle here is actually disassemble the bumper a lot of the time. Depending on the car, you sometimes have the option to push it into some of the crevices there, so between the white and the black grille. But more often than not, it gets broken down into its individual parts or pop out the plastic grills and things.
Especially with it being white, right?
And being white, I mean, you've got one of the more challenging cars here. Yeah. Obviously, if you're looking in different grooves at different angles, you then increase the probability of being able to see a glimmer of white. Yeah. Obviously, this isn't a repaint, but obviously to get a thorough job, that's the level of detail that you really need to go to. Wing mirrors, seals, whatever can be removed will be removed. Have to drop most likely the rear of the headline in to access your GPS antenna there. They can be wrapped on the car just to get the longevity and the quality. Again, I like to remove them.
Oh yeah, I do have one.
Yeah, you've probably got a little stubby antenna.
Yeah, I do.
It will be the same antenna with the same part number as like multiple other cars that I've worked on. I had a 2016 Porsche Panamera the other week that had gloss black roof and accents and things. You take a bad car apart and they typically have the same Volkswagen, Audi symbols on them. They sort of share parts, and that's why I love working on these cars. Having 25 plus years of experience with sort of VAG cars, you kind of get a feel for how they're engineered and therefore how they come apart, which is cool.
I'm super excited, man.
Yes, I mean once it's stripped, all of the vinyl will be cut out in one piece. It will be labelled. So
should we show them the vinyl?
Ready to go?
Or no? Surprise.
Yeah, surprise.
Let's talk about what you want to do. Obviously, we've got the main colour choice here, but then you've got the accent pieces. You've got the aero kit that you want to go on here as well.
So it has a front end lip from Maxton. So we talked about wrapping that with the brushed aluminum. Now, when I got that brushed aluminum, I don't know if it was Avery or KPMF. Because it came in a KPMF box. Well, you can look at it and see. But it's brushed aluminum. So brushed aluminum on that front end lip, and then throw that on. And then it's got two side skirts. But I'm not sure if it'll look better, if those will look better black or brushed. So maybe we could do one of them and see what it looks like.
That's a possibility.
With the new color. And then we can do the brushed aluminum on the top. Like they come from Audi,
So brushed all the way down to the textured plastic.
Exactly.
The lens.
Yep. So we can throw that on there and try it out on one of the side skirts, maybe to see what it looks like. If it looks good, we'll do the other side. And then everything else. Oh,
the roof.
Yeah, I don't have any black material.
Nope, I have black in stock. So,
okay, perfect. So just blacken this out with this piece, but we can leave this body color.
That would be nice, just to obviously give you
take this back,
because you'll then have the roof flow into sort of the rear screen.
Yes, sir.
Just to give you more of a stylized effect there and uniform finish.
So this can be but this can be the wrap color.
Yeah, of course.
That whole little pillar. This is one of the reasons why I'm excited about working with Roger, because as soon as we start talking about doing wraps and that kind of thing, I could see how detail oriented he was.
Attention to detail.
So I'm super excited about working with them. I know this is one of the more challenging projects, like with this being white. So this is going to be exciting, not only for me to see it, but for him to show off his capabilities, doing wraps. So this will be a go-to when you want to get your car wrapped.
Oh, yeah.
So we got some of the pieces here. I haven't even opened them up, so I don't know if we checked that out.
Do you want to, let me get a knife.
All right, so these are the side skirts that we're cracking open. I think they're gloss black.
They
look like they've got a little. Okay, that's the.
See, it's darker.
Yeah, this is what I have on my. car.
Don't you think it just looks a little?
More high quality.
Yeah,
it's got a sheen to it too.
Yeah, particularly when it's on.
And it has a little. flake in it.
I just
like the way the light catches. It's like a bit
like
of
that.
glitter, but not really.
I just figured it would pop a little bit more.
Yeah,
With
the dark.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe they'll look better. Maybe they'll look better wrapped, especially with the material being a little darker than what I brought over.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that once this this film is removed,
It's a little smoother.
yeah, it's smoother purely because I don't want any sort of scuffs and things to show. Yeah, no, I think it looks, yeah,
It'll be all right.
it's nice.
Oh, okay. It's just that
It's-
plastic.
It's similar to what I've seen before.
Man, I'm excited because it needs side skirts bad.
You can't leave it stuck.
Nah.
That's not how you roll.
Well, no, I mean, it's going to be. Just lay it on the grain and lay that on top of it.
Thanks. So there's the front lip spoiler. I'm excited. This is gonna look crazy. This is gonna look how it should have looked from the factory.
Yeah, and I think putting the brushed aluminium on it as well is really going to give it that extra pop.
That pop, that accent pop. Yeah.
So there it is. We're gonna drop it off. Take your time with it. No rush. It'll be fun. So if you want, Roger, if you want to do any, like, as you're doing it, if you want to do any video of talking about your process,
Yeah, absolutely.
or as you go, like
as he's doing things.
or showing, like, you know, today I did this part, it was challenging because of this or whatever. I'll do like a I'll have this video separate, but then maybe we'll do an in the middle, and I'll edit it whatever you can give me. I'll edit it, and then I'll do a reveal, like, okay, now here's the reveal of the car.
How long are you in the UK?
Just a week,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna rush you. So
No, you're fine. I mean, you said you leave on, what was it, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're back the following Wednesday?
Yeah, but if you need it longer, it's no problem.
Yeah.
You say you need me to house sit?
Just to clarify, you are leaving both of these. I've got an apprentice.
So I like to see, because you're telling me about the Corvette. Let's tell a story real quick about the Corvette.
The 24-year-old Corvette.
V8 Hulk. Love it. And then I want to take a picture of it. Can I take a picture?
Yeah, of
I
course.
put the other vinyl in there too.
So I was commenting because I had a green Corvette C7. I also had a blue C6. So as soon as I pulled up and saw that, man, I was like, oh, and it's clean, super clean. So yeah, tell them a little bit about the Vet.
Well, in terms of Corvettes, I mean, the C5 in particular, I mean, it was introduced in 1997. This is the introductory year. This is a 1997 example. What's really cool about this car is, despite the fact that they made a lot of them, it was a very well sold, successful car for Chevy. This is one of only 250 ever produced in fairway green.
Fairway green?
Metallic. So it is a car that you will not typically see many of in a Corvette. There'll be, 30, 40 at a show. Mm-hmm. There'll be the typical blacks, the silvers, and the reds and things. Yep. It's a stunning colour. I mean, it looks good in here. It looks even better when you see it in the sun. It's got a rich metallic to it. I think the reality is, back in '97, when you were sitting down in the Chevy dealer looking to place an order, if you could physically see how good this looked in the flash, I think you'd sort of play it safe. You'd go with one of the options. I mean, I didn't think I'd ever own a green car, but here we are. I've had this one since fall of 2012.
Check out the wheels.
And done an awful lot to it. I spent 2 weeks when I got it. Wet sanded it just to get rid of the factory Chevy orange peels. You can see the paint has a glass-like finish on it. It's not actually being polished or compounded. Probably for 5 years it just gets kind of wax and quick detailer and things to maintain it. Suspension-wise, it come with the F45 magnetic ride control option, which was a three-way adjustable firmness setting on suspension, magnetic particles suspended in the oil, run an electrical current in there and it firms things up. I actually junked all that. For me, it just wasn't sort of sporty enough. It was a little bit tired. So now it has Bilstein sport adjustable shocks on there, Lingenfelter leaf springs, has Corvette C6 Z06 anti-roll bars, which, believe it or not, are a straight fit. It's polybushed, custom CCW classic wheels, 13 inches in the rear, I believe there were 12 on the front, but it's basically an aggressive offset, bit of stretch on the tyre to get that under there without mini tubbing, which is what a lot of people do, so extend the wheel fit it. Carbon fibre little tweaks throughout the air vents for the brakes, engine cover, has Recaro hold position seats. I don't have the
manual
one in there at the moment. It is a 6-speed manual.
There you go.
Running a Hurst short shift kit, Venom brass bushing, so it's extremely stiff and
Look at that engine.
precise. Carbon fibre engine covers, BBK, mirror polished inlet manifold, throttle body, carbon fibre ducting, Ram cold air intake, upgraded brakes, MSD ignition system. I repainted all of the chassis rails, the alternator and different auxiliaries and the black crackle finish just to sort of clean it all up. Sparco steering wheel, LED rear
the tail lights.
tail lights, which light up in a nice halo effect.
So if I was watching this video, number one thing I would want is a cold start.
Well, you won't get cold because I have been to the gym and it's sort of
It's a little bit warmer.
but it will definitely give you a nice noise. So we'll grab the key and start it up. It's not particularly quiet.
Okay.
That's the idea behind it.
All right.
You said what exhaust is on it?
The exhaust on this is a Billy Boat Performance bullet system, so it's effectively straight through. It gets rid of the mufflers.
What about the headers?
Headers are long tube
Okay.
headers. I don't recall what brand they put on it now. It was back in 2012.
The race seats, man.
This is a fixed seat specific to my driving position.
Okay.
So I don't get to drive.
American muscle.
Put a smile on your face.
American muscle.
This thing sounds beefy.
93 in it, and then boost down octane.
I can smell. It smells
Yeah.
a little different, doesn't it?
That was a little fruity, but I mean, it just gives it a really clean burn and gives it a little extra kick and just smooths it out. It runs very well on it.
That's it.
It sounds beautiful when he's changing gears. I was telling him on the way home from the gym, I'm like, I just love that burble it has.
Yeah.
Like when you put the clutch in, it's just so
Yeah,
pretty.
it has a very sort of nice
5.7?
pop to it.
5.7?
5.7
Okay.
litre.
Yeah.
345 from the factory. And then obviously this has got bolt-ons and sort of the tune and stuff.
Gotta be fun.
I would love to boost it, put a charger on it, sort of
Yeah, I did.
modest, like
That's what I did. Yeah.
10 psi or
It was
something. I think
nice.
would wake it up.
Yeah, it was nice.
You're looking at a conservative, I think 100 wheel horsepower from what I see, and
Maybe a little more.
I think that's why I say conservative.
Yeah.
I was looking at one on YouTube a few weeks ago, and I think they hit like 140,
Yep.
which is an incredible.
That's probably about what I got.
upgrade.
But here's the thing that's so nice about it is to add power to this car is cheap. Like you could, for a supercharger, 3 or 4 grand.
Yeah.
I did an A&A kit on mine both times.
Yeah.
Did an A&A on the C6 and I did an A&A kit on the C7.
Okay.
And it was perfect. Zero, bulletproof.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the C6 I had for a long time. I had it from 2008 to like 2012 or so.
Okay.
And Never had a problem with it. I never went to the, other than oil changes, I never had to do anything at the shop.
Well, that's what sort of, you know, that's one of the real factors why I've hung on to this. One, it's a cool car. It sort of has sentimental value to me as well. But it's just so cheap to maintain. I bought all of the fluids bar the rear diff fluid, so I've been servicing it all week. I bought, you know, name brand filter oil, you know, Mobile One, K&N filters and things. Dot 4 brake fluid, the deck's cool coolant. Got it all from Walmart, and I think it barely hit $80. Everything.
Wow.
And if I was to do that in the 911, I bought a load of coolant that's sitting there to do it. I spent more than that just on the coolant to do a coolant flush on it. You know, I mean, that's the appeal of these. You know, you go into a place like Walmart, you can get brand name products for these sort of cars at a cheaper price versus Amazon, AutoZone, and the typical, you know, retailers, and it's just easy to maintain and keep it. So I intend to hang on to it as long as I can, unless someone's wanting to offer me
a crazy offer for it.
Anything could be sold for the right price.
So I'm super excited. Roger's getting ready to wrap the S6. It's going to go through a transformation. I've asked Roger to take some video of the process, share his experience wrapping the car, some of the challenges, that kind of thing, and then we will do a reveal. But I'm super excited. You guys take a guess at what the color is. You guys know it's KPMF film. So whoever guesses the right color, I'll come up with a few T-shirts to give away as a prize. So guess the color of the wrap on the S6, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because this S6 is going to be probably the first and only S6 2021 that has been wrapped on YouTube. So stay tuned.